Good afternoon. Welcome to video discussion number 5. In this discussion, we were supposed to look at the American history and life with full text database and find 3 sources related to our topic. I was able to find 3 pretty good sources pretty easily in this one, so I kind of enjoy this database. The first one is going to be D-Day as seen by a paratrooper by Thomas Bruff. Second, D-Day, written in the American History Journal, 2014. Didn't give me an author for that. And then the third one is going to be by Bernard Horn and Michael Wazinski, and it's the most irrevocable step, Canadian paratroopers on D-Day, the first 24 hours. So we're going to get 3 different types of articles here. They're very different in content and methodology, and 2 of them are going to rely on secondary sources. The first 2, or the last 2, excuse me, American D-Day and Canadian paratroopers, and the first one, Thomas Bruff's D-Day as seen by a paratrooper, is going to rely on primary sources from those paratroopers. So in methodology-wise, Thomas Bruff's as seen by a paratrooper is going to try to give us a overview of the experience of a paratrooper on D-Day, particularly American paratroopers, and those steps leading up to D-Day, their training, their lives in England, stuff like that. While D-Day by the American History Journal is going to be more of an overview of the battle. It's going to show us the impact that the paratroopers had, which is going to be important for my research. And the third one is going to be focused on showing us the role that the Canadian paratroopers played. I felt like this was important because we've seen different aspects from the American paratroopers. We've seen aspects from the German defenses, the people manning the German defenses, and we've seen aspects from the British homeland, but we haven't seen it from a different paratrooper perspective. So I think that will help us in my research. So really, the 3 of them, D-Day, the D-Day one is going to give us the overview, and then we can get a little narrower in our research with the D-Day as seen by a paratrooper. Lots of primary sources to build on there. It's going to show us how extreme that battle was, how tough it was, and then the Canadian paratroopers one gives us a different look. And also, the main focus of that source, that Canadian military history article, is going to be the 1st Canadian Paratroop Battalion, which is going to suffer 70% casualties in the battle. So very rough morning for that group, and it's going to detail that. So that shows us that it didn't go particularly as planned. That's important to realize when we're investigating my thesis, which would be that without the paratroopers on D-Day, the battle would not have been successful. And Eisenhower agreed with that. But however, the plan did not go well. They did not achieve exactly what they were supposed to achieve, but their impact was still felt. And so that's going to show us that, obviously it's never been the plan to have a 70% casualty rate. And they struggled to meet their objectives, but what they did was a positive on D-Day. So these 3 sources are going to be very valuable to my research, and the American history and life with full text database is going to be very helpful. Thank you for watching. Hope y'all had a great week.